Okay. So what we were discussing was predominantly we were discussing about, you know, yesterday about like, various skill sets you have to acquire for becoming a very good cyber security engineer. That is especially in the field of cyber security analyst. So during that we have discussed about, you have to acquire networking security and as well as, some knowledge on how to, understand the logs of various things and convert them into meaningful intelligence information that where we can use it for cyber security requirements. Now, first of all, we'll just start with networking. Okay, so that will be the core concept or the building block, the main foundation of this particular entire course. Networking is, many of you guys are aware of it, like one computer to another computer. Like if I say I have, say for example, my one computer in my home, and that particular thing connecting with another computer, like some Google. Okay, say for example, this is Google, and this is my home computer. This is Google. Okay, and this is the my home computer, laptop or phone, everything, anything. Okay, that is you are connected. How you are sending this, like to the Google. If you want to search something, it has to go through, like through the network. Network is from you, from your home to your home router. From there, that router to your ISP. ISP means what? Okay, internet service provider. Usually all those things, like slowly we'll learn. But the thing here is like, how, what do you guys think about anything, something like internet? First of all, let's think about it. Okay, if I say if you are just like a person who is like doesn't even know about something about the networking, but if someone asks you, hey, I have a phone, say for example, and I have one more phone. Okay, when I call from here to the other person, how it is going? Then immediately you will say that, okay, there is something, when I make a call, it will go to something called as satellite over there, and from here to it will go to the satellite, from there to another person on more satellite. Then if that is the case, what is, why we have the tower? Then they will say, no, 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 the information will go to the tower. Okay, and the tower will be making the connection with the satellite. Now all those things are, something, wrong perceptions what we have. So everything has got different, like cell phone connections, whatever I said, right? Okay, mobile cell phone connections, right? They'll also have network. Okay, there it is called as telecom network. This is a cell phone, and this is the one more cell phone. Okay, and this is the Airtel or Vodafone or something like that, you think. Okay, and this guy is here. Okay, and this is like Geo or any other thing. Okay, now whenever I call, okay, anything, first it will go to where? To this particular tower, means some nearest exchange, that is like tower. Okay, to the tower it will go, whatever, when I make a call, right? First it will go to the tower. Hello, hi, I would like to make a call, like that. You dial a number and just click. Then first it will go to the tower, and the tower will take, okay, that information over the wireless. Okay, so the medium is wireless, it has taken. Now, if whether you know it or not, from every tower there is a ground, underground there is a cable. Okay, and where it is going? It is going to the Airtel office. Airtel office. Airtel office. Airtel office. Okay, from the Airtel office, okay, what they have done, they have some more, some more offices, main head offices, like government provided or private provided. Okay, if I have to go to the Delhi, your friend is there in Delhi, and now you are in Bangalore. So from Bangalore tower to Bangalore Airtel head office, where the exchange is there. From there it will go through some, some intermediary to some Geo office in Delhi. Okay, Geo office in Delhi. This is Geo office. Okay, in Delhi, telephone exchange. Okay, some exchange is the word I'm telling, but you can say it as somewhere all the, from various operators or from various locations, the traffic is coming to Delhi. Okay, Geo office. Okay, so from there it will, what it will do, oh, you want to reach Mr. B, oh yeah, he's there with me only. Now I know where he is present, and nearest to tower I'll send. Okay, so it knows where currently this particular thing, it knows, this knows where Mr. X is there. Okay, so it will send to that particular tower. How? Because of the cables they are connected. And now in that area, okay, you will receive that signal, okay, saying that, okay, you have received the incoming call. Then it will be ringing in your phone. Okay, this is how. Okay, this is Mr. X is calling Mr. Y. Okay, please pick the call. And then you will make an establishment a call, and you will having some kind of voice. It is flowing through in this path. Voice is flowing through in this path. Okay, so if you see here, okay, it is like connection of systems. This is what you see every day, day to day. It is happening, you are experiencing, like day to day. This is called as telecommunication. But whereas there is something like same way through internet also. Like you have your PC, okay, you have your PC, and you would like to search google.com. So what you'll do, you'll be connecting with your router at home. Your router at home through wire or wireless, whichever it is, your router at home. This is called as router. Router, what it says, it takes all your incoming and outgoing traffic that is coming or going out of your home network. Okay, you are connected, might be like only this device, or you might be connected your laptop or your phone or your PC. Everything you can connect, okay, or anything you can connect to the router. Router can be directly normal router, or it can be wireless router, anything. This is your laptop, that's what I'm thinking. Okay, this is your phone. Okay, anything you can connect. Okay, now this router, okay, again in your home connected to this is from where you got it from Airtel or Tata Sky or Jio or something like that, right? Okay, now to that particular operator it will get connected. This is the ISP, we call it as. What we call this? ISP, Internet Service Provider. Okay, Internet Service Provider. Okay, Internet Service Provider. This is called as router. This is called as ISP. ISP only might have provided, or you bought the router and you just got the connections, like settings, how to connect this, or they might have provided you some router, anything. Okay, so you are connecting to the ISP. ISP provides the internet service provided by the ISP. Okay, now once after connecting to the ISP, ISP also doesn't know how to directly know Google server, or directly they don't connect. Okay, how they will connect? Google server is somewhere in US. Okay, so it has to connect to this is in Delhi, say for example, this is in Bangalore. Okay, now this particular server is in US. This server is in US. Google.com server is in US. Now I want to connect there. Okay, so now I'm in Bangalore. Okay, example, this is a Bangalore location. Okay, now I have to reach to this particular location. How it is, how they are connected now. Okay, how it is going? Yeah, from here, if I send google.com, it will come here. From here or here, it will come to the ISP, because I am connected to ISP. I am not connected to anyone. Correct, right? When I make a call, the phone call goes to the tower, and from there to the Airtel office. Okay, from there only, whether is I'm calling to Jio or Airtel or anyone, it from there only it will go outside. Okay, whichever the operator to whom I am calling. But from my, if I'm making a call, first it has to go to my tower. That is like, if it is Jio, means Jio tower, then it has to go to the the main head office. Same way. Okay, it is going to this main router. From there to the main person who this connection is given by Airtel. So Airtel Bangalore office, it will go. Okay, from there, okay, it has to go to the to a so and so specific Google server. It has to go. So how it will choose? So now from here onwards, it is called as internet. It is called as internet. Okay, internet. And same here also, these guys are also connected to their own, ISP. From there, they have connected to one router. Okay. From there, they are connected to one of the ISP. Someone has to provide internet service, right? For them also. Correct, right? Without internet, even Google also doesn't work. Remember that. Okay. Without internet, even Google also doesn't work. Okay. They should have internet, and they are connected to the internet. Okay. This is called as internet. What is there inside the internet? Internet means it is not any box or anything. It is like, how my system is connected to one more router, from there to the ISP. Same way, our Bangalore network might be connected to, you know, through this entire, South India region. There might be one router will be there. Okay. Example like this. And this South Indian router, okay, is connected to one main India router. Okay. And that India router might be connected to, in between it has to go to this thing, to the US. Means it might be going through, Singapore line, or it can go through, both ways you can go from here. Like, if you want, you can take Dubai line, or you can take Singapore line. Okay. If you go to the Dubai line, okay, you might need to connect to the African, some Moroccan, or some area. Okay. From there, Egypt or something like that. From there directly, some West Coast or East Coast, you can connect to one router from there. Okay. And that it is the main their country router backbone. And from there it is connected to all ISPs. Okay. If you are going through Singapore to, to Japan, you might be connected, or South Korea, you're connected. From there, in between, through Australia or somewhere, you are directly connected to that main their country gateway router. Okay. Just giving you high level thing. Okay. So it is nothing but routers. Like, let us see how it looks practically. In You might have seen in my, if you have referred my previous any videos. Okay. Okay. So if you see this particular map alone, that is enough. Okay. That shows, okay, from India, you have two entry points. Okay. Two multiple entry points. If you see here, it is like, one in Mumbai. Okay. One is in Cochin, I guess. Another one is somewhere. Okay. That is the location. I don't know the name here. Okay. And another one is, this is, I think, Chennai. Okay. I think this is Chennai only. Okay. And that Chennai is connected to, Andaman and Nicobar. Okay. Because Andaman Nicobar people also require internet, right? So they are also connected. Okay. And this is like, so many operators are there. They're all internet, whatever it is passing through. If I'm searching for Google or any website is in, like is in US, if I have to go, first it has to go here. Okay. From here, it has got two options, because to reach US, you have two lines properly. If you see, okay, one you can reach through India like this, like so many routers you have to, cross like this. Okay. And it will reach to, US this side. Or the same way, if you go through from here, like so many routers, it has to cross through, and it has to go through here, and you can reach here. Somewhere here it is there. Either you can go from here or here. From East Coast side or West Coast side, you can come. So this is about, how the real internet works. What is this? These are all like submarine cables which are laid down in the ocean, deep beneath the ocean. Okay. Why it is there like that? Because if you have to send the data, easiest way and fastest way is to send through optical fiber cable network. Okay. And this is that optical fiber cable network here under the submarine cable. Okay. And the same kind of cables are laid down over the, on the land also. Okay. For connecting, various locations in this, geographical area as well. Okay, so one thing I would like to say, just remember that these routers, apart from the routers related things which I have told here, like India, inside Indian land also you have some routers. Okay, so to reach the external world you need to go through various routers. These dots are nothing but the routers. Okay, that is how these cables will take you. Say for example, you have multiple options. That's why I said, okay, if I have to, you know from India, if I have to reach out to US, I can take this approach or this approach. Maybe this is feasible for this area. Okay, or if I say, if I have to reach out to, say for example, Singapore, I would like to go. Okay, I have different approaches. From here, Chennai, I can directly go to Malacca Strait to, Malaysia. From there, Malaysia to the Singapore or something like that. Okay, or uh, I can take an approach of like from here going to Andaman, from Andaman to, coming here, which is the best approach it will take. Okay, easiest and fastest. Okay, so if I want to go to the China, okay, I have different approaches. Like, from here first I'll come down to, Malaysia to, directly I can go to the China here. Okay, or if I want, I can send my data from India, whatever it is coming out can go to, Malaysia to Brunei, and from Brunei to, Vietnam, from Vietnam to, sometimes like this. Okay, if any of these cables are down, that particular area, the internet connection will get affected the same way. Like, any disruption happens, immediately the team will jump in and they will track another alternative route for you for the internet access. Okay, so these routers are, all these things are like, these are all like networking devices. Okay, all these routers are what? Networking devices. What they do, they help in routing the data from one location to another location. Okay, so data comes here, you can go this way or this way, whichever way you want, but this one will take decision to send the data in this way or this way. That router will take the decision. So every office or every home, okay, router is the main point where all the data comes into the organization or to the home or to the country. Okay, or to one state. One router, it will be there. Okay, through that only it has to come. Okay, so here here we have so many routers. Okay, so internet is comprises of various routers. So the data, whatever it is there, has to pass through various routers and it has to reach to the server. That is called as Google or Facebook or, I said so many things. Okay, so these things. Okay, next. Okay, so now we have discussed about, how the internet, works. Okay, now let's discuss about the, how a device can initiate any communication and how it reaches all those things in a systematic way. So for example, okay, let's take one big box here. Okay, and this big box, consider like, we will fill one by one. Okay, I have a laptop. Okay, this is the laptop. I would request everyone go on mute, please. Okay, so yeah, so this is a computer or laptop, whatever you consider. Okay, so if you would like to, uh, have some connection with some router you have. Okay, so from this router, okay, what if it is there, you can connect to this, like, connection, physical connection should be there. Okay, physical connection or wireless connection, anything, connection should be there, some physical connection. The same physical connection is, it can be a wireless or wired. Okay, that is called as what? Physical layer. That is called as physical layer. This is called as physical layer. We are writing down, or like in a computer, what are different layers are there. Okay, this is called as physical layer. Let's write it down. Physical layer. Physical layer. Okay, very good. That's fantastic. Now physical layer is there. Okay, now this physical layer, okay, is connected to one router. Okay, And the same way, my phone is also connected to one router. Okay, everybody, if you have time, just open your mobile phones and just do what I say. Okay, Ah, come on, man. Open your phones. Okay, just try to open your about. Go to settings. Go to settings. Okay, go to settings. Click on about phone. Click on about phone. Okay. I think here you should be having it. Redmi ME device, all specs. Okay. Device name, device model, RAM, internal storage, phone number. Okay. Now check your, status, something like that. It is there, right? Everybody, are you able to see that status or anything? Okay. Device model is there. Okay. Android version is there. RAM is there, model, like, anywhere, wherever it is. Mine is like, me device. In that, I'm able to see status, something status. I can see IP address, Wi-Fi MAC address, and Bluetooth address, and IMEI address. Are you able to see that? Are you able to see that, guys?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Everyone. Nanda, are
Yes,
you
sir.
able to see that?
Yeah, yes, sir.
Okay.
Yeah, I can
Fantastic.
see that.
Okay. First, check the IMEI device. Okay. IME is there, right? Okay. And there is, this is like, IMEI, you have what you are using, SIM card, correct, right? Okay. What if I take your SIM card and I make a duplicate copy of SIM card? Okay. Just in case. Okay. For SIM card, one number they have given. That is called as IMEI number. Got it, right? It's not your phone number. Internally for SIM card also. Okay. If internally SIM card also, it is a hardware, so requires a number, because if someone duplicate copy if they make, but that IMEI whatever they stored in this particular SIM card won't be there in that SIM card. Okay, so that SIM card is invalid. Whatever you are holding is only valid, because the SIM card, when you bought, inside that one IMEI, some uniquely identified number they have kept. Okay, that is called as IMEI. Okay, sorry, not SIM card. Okay, in the device. Okay, the SIM card slot. Okay, SIM card slot, not in the SIM card. Okay, when you buy a device, okay, that is called as IMSI. Okay, sorry, I'm confused with that. Okay, once again I'll tell you. You have two slots, correct, right? SIM card slots, correct, right? Am I correct or not? If in case if it is a dual SIM, you might
Yes.
have two SIM card slots. Okay, now if I make any call to you, okay, whether it is going from the SIM2 or SIM1, how I'll come to know? So every phone will be provided wherever the SIM card is there, right? Okay, to that particular SIM card slot, SIM card requires, okay, SIM, but along with that, that every slot should have provided with one unique identification number. The same SIM, IMEI number cannot be used by other person. What happens if I use the same IMEI my mobile, and if you use same IMEI in your mobile, if I do something wrong, okay, this IMEI number, when it is SIM card is inserted, it will automatically fetches the IMEI. So, hey boss, I have actually now in so and so phone that is with this IMEI number. Like that, it will be updated to the server. Which server? To the, you know, what it is, to the operator server. Okay, and if someone does, if you have some mobile phone, okay, and what you have lost this phone, okay, and what attacker has removed the SIM. Okay, attacker has some bad guy has removed the SIM. He inserted his own SIM and he made some threat calls or anything. Okay, now what they have done? Okay, they have like recorded. Okay, this guy earlier which and all SIM cards he has used. Let's track it. Okay, then they found like since your mobile has got your own phone SIM card earlier, this like thief has removed it, but the IMEI is a permanent one. So they will come to know that, okay, this SIM number belongs to, okay, so and so guy. So they'll call, hey, this is your phone only, right? Yes, sir. Then why you are doing this? So no, sir, I have lost my phone. So that is how it happens, the IMEI number is permanent. Okay, IMEI number is permanent. For calls only, they have like, wherever, if two dual SIMs, if you are inserting, two IMEI numbers is required. If four SIMs, if you are inserting in the phone, four IMEI is required. Okay, if the same way, why we have that particular thing, the data is coming into the device. So we have a unique identification for that particular device, for all those incoming and outgoing calls, whatever it happens through that particular device, whether to identify the devices specifically. I can change 10 SIMs, but the device IMEI number will be the same. Okay, I can keep changing the SIMs, the same IMEI number will be there. So that is for the, this thing. And you have also one more thing called as Wi-Fi MAC address. Are you able to see that? Wi-Fi MAC address. Are you able to see that also there in the same list? Correct, right? MAC address, Wi-Fi. This is what, it is not normal calls, like cell phone calls. Correct, right? You are doing some kind of browsing also. Correct, right? You are doing some kind of browsing also, like, you are browsing internet, all those things. Okay. So you have some, one more hardware is there inside, where for browsing itself separately. Okay. That is also receiving some, browsing data and all these things. Okay. Internet data, all these things, right? For that also, one more, like that is for telephone calls and all. Okay, that IMEI. But there is one more chip, it is there, that is like Wi-Fi chip. All the data coming and going out is through this particular chip, and each chip is uniquely identified for the security, and as well as to make sure like how many devices they have sold, for that reason also. And to make each and every device, so there won't be any chance of like having your own the device with your MAC address and the device with your IMEI address, some other person is also holding them. If it is something like that, means those guys are actually fraud guys. Okay, so remember that there is something called as Wi-Fi MAC address, which identifies this device uniquely throughout the, like world, like, the same ID won't be there. Okay, so the device is there, and that particular device, every device has got a MAC address. Even if I want to show you, see, um, okay, I think DXDIAG will give or not. Let me check. IP config. Okay, now let me take this. Okay, this is a wireless LAN, same like, Wi-Fi, how we have that particular thing, and that it has got, this is the address what I have, all those things. Okay, and MAC address, anywhere it is there. Okay, let me check MAC address. Okay, give me a second. Okay, give me a second. Oh, where it is, Wi-Fi MAC address. Okay, yeah, IPv6 DHCP description, physical address. Okay, I think it is also there, physical address. No, it is not there. Okay, that is the reason it has. So what I have done, I've used one command. Okay, IP configuration. Please provide me my IP configuration, means my internet protocol, whatever it is, internet is happening, right? It is passing through, right? Please, that configuration, you please let me know. What did it said? Okay, hey boss, your like wireless LAN, okay, network has got Intel related, Wi-Fi chipset is there, and its physical address is 183D A2 3F A048. Okay, so okay, this is called as, MAC address. That is called as physical address. medium access control, media access control, something. Okay, so physical MAC address, they say. For this can be, if you have only Wi-Fi, okay, if your system has got only Wi-Fi, okay, then it has got only one physical MAC address, okay, that is under wireless. Okay, if you have Ethernet port also, like network cable port will be there, right, for our laptop, okay, that also you'll have one, that is called as like Ethernet adapter, like this. Okay, that physical address will be there. Okay, physical, that is local area, like Ethernet adapter, that is this one, F0 DE F1 06. Okay, and that is also Intel motherboard only will have, right? In that one chipset will be there. This is the, like, Ethernet connection, we say. This is wireless connection, this is Ethernet connection, this is wireless LAN connection, and whatever the network cable we have, right, that is called as. Now, as of now, I don't have any IP address or anything over here. I have only for wireless LAN only, everything is there, because now I'm connected to the Wi-Fi. Okay, if I insert a network cable, this will get all this kind of information. What is the IP, what is the subnet, everything, it will come. Okay, got it, right? Okay, so as I said, every systems requires one IP address. Okay, this is the IP address which this router possesses, and this router itself has given assigned one IP address to this one and this and to this one. Or you can configure whichever the interest of your IP address by just going here, open network connections and go here. Okay, if I go to the properties, okay, and if I go to the internet protocol 4, okay, yeah, I have two options, whether I can go and get the automatically from the router IP address from the router, or if I want, I can give my own, like 192.168 dot 1 dot 192.168.1 dot 5. Okay, this is what I would like. And like gateway is 192.168 dot 1 dot. For my gateway it is 254 because it is going through that particular router. Okay, and this is DNS what I would like to have, all those things, and I can click OK and I can save it. I'll get this IP. If I insert that particular thing, now the internet connection goes off, so that's why I'm not doing that. If I want, I can give whatever the IP I want. Instead of this, I can give 10 dot anything I can do. But whether do I really have this, this IP address communicates with this gateway or not, all those things based on it will connect to the internet on, depends. Okay, but those are all at high level things. But as of now, you just think that now I would like to have some connections with 192.168.1.5, would like to connect to my router, that is 192.168.1.4, and I can just click OK and I'll be able to connect. Okay, now either I can get the IP address from the router or I can create my own IP address. But whether what you have created has got if proper configuration, like with proper subnet mask, proper default gateway, then only you will be able to make connection with the router from there to the internet. Else you cannot. Okay, so this is like IP addresses and all are present at which layer is called as network layer. Okay, why we are saying this as network layer means, okay, now your ISP provider will be having one router. Okay, your ISP provider is having one router. Okay, when the systems, like from here to here, I would like to move, okay, some data, or from here to somewhere in the internet, some Google I have to move, okay, to somewhere I have to reach. Okay, yeah, let me take this. Okay, from here to here to some internet I have to go. So when you are moving around, physical addresses are not useful for you guys. Okay, physical addresses are not useful. That is data link layer, like MAC addresses are not useful. Okay, MAC addresses are not useful. MAC addresses can also be called as physical address or MAC address. Okay, okay, now physical layer is just receiving and sending. That address will be there in the data link layer, and to communicate to the external world or to send the router, say I would like to reach, 192.168.1.20, I would like to move there. So from 110 to 120 to move, it will check, it will first go here and it will check. Okay, um boss, yeah, let me, I would like to, it will be having all the information, what are all systems it has connected to reach 122. Okay, you can go here this way, like that. All the list of, like, to the systems it is connected is maintained by the router. That is called as routing table, which is not required for us at all. I'm just giving you some information. But if I have to communicate from 192.168.10, which is IP address, from there to this particular system, okay, first you will go to the router, your home router only, and it will say, oh, you want to go to 1.20, yeah, go here. So from one location to another location, okay, from one network to another network, remember this is Google, through internet. You are going from here home to internet somewhere. Okay, so that time, from one network to another network, one computer to so another computer, okay, through some routing devices, if it has to go, you need to have what? IP addresses. That will be handled by network layer. Okay, so physical layer, all, wireless or wired data carrying will be there. Just a line. Physical cable is only called as physical layer. Okay, or wireless data itself, it is called as wireless, physical. When I said data, it is called as what? MAC address. Data link layer means MAC address. Remember that, MAC address. Okay, when I say network layer, it is called as IP addresses. It is called as IP addresses. Okay, remember that in your computer only all these things. Now in your phone, all these things are required. That's why they have showed you in that, right? Okay, hey boss, this is your MAC address, this is your, IP address. Okay, if something, so then you have MAC IP address, then why you need MAC address? That is also one question. Am I correct or not? Okay, when you have MAC address, why you need have, IP address? Okay, I'll tell one thing. Okay, now your business is in Bangalore. Okay, now immediately you are moving to, United States. Okay, now remember, every country has got ASN numbers. ASN, what is meant by ASN number? Like range of IP addresses, range of IP addresses that are assigned to that country, Okay, now let's see different country wise ASN numbers. Okay, country wise ASN numbers, let us see. Okay, 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 now see, let's go for India. Okay, this is in India. We have assigned with so and so IP address range. See, if I say, ASN number, this is assigned to India, where like these many IP addresses are there. Okay, like Bharat Sanchar Nigam, Akamai is also holding some 256 IP addresses, and from this IP to this IP, this IP to this, all like, some IP addresses 10495. So if I say IP location finder, okay, I'll just click on this. If I would like to know any IP address, okay, I'll take this 02. Okay, this is there, right? I'll take this IP location website. I'll go to this. If I want to know, I know that like 10 is there. Okay, for which country? 10470 dot 174 means 10470. Which country is holding? I would like to know. Okay. So it is like Bengaluru, Tata Sky. This is mine. Okay. This is 103. I am looking for 104. Okay. See, 104 is related to, uh, Akamai. Okay. Akamai, and it is in geo location, which is there in India. Okay. And sometimes it is shown it as like, okay. Yeah, this one only you take. Okay. This is like, India location, Tamil Nadu. This is a longitude and this is a latitude, which is like mentioned over here. Okay. So means like using IP address, you can come to know about the geographical location where they are actually staying. How it is possible? How it is possible? See, now just I said like, IP location sometime before. Okay. Then it gave me my entire location. I'm from based in Bangalore, and this is my system IP address. Okay. And I'm using Windows 7. Yes, that's true. I'm using Windows 7. Like how you come to know your browser, like, this is telling that, okay, to them that, okay, I'm using, Windows 6 NT6.1 means Windows 7 only. Okay. Windows 6 NT6.1 is Windows 7. That is how it has come to know. Okay. I'm using this Chrome browser. Okay. That is how it has come to know, because there is something like, the browser, when it sent connected with this server, it has sent this thing. So with that, it has come to know what is the browser version, all those things it has come to know. But Bangalore location, how it has come to know, based on this ASN number. Okay. Based on this IP address range. Okay. So every country will have um, like ASN numbers, and these ASN numbers are assigned to the operators like Hathway, Reliance, Geo, Sifi, Tata, all these things. And in that also, okay, if you go to Tata Sky, okay, where it is, oh, Tata Sky, no, Tata Communications, I don't know whether we have Tata Teleservices, Tata Scum, I don't know whether we'll have it or not. It is not there. Let me just check. Tata Communication, Tata Sky is there. Internet service provider 103. Okay. Okay, let it be. We don't require all that much deep. Okay. Everyone has provided with some IP addresses. Okay. Some IP addresses. Based on that, they will come to know that whom or where I belong to. Okay. Whether which country it belongs to, and which location I belongs to. That is how they have come to know. Okay. So now, so based on ASN, they have some IP addresses range. Okay. So I might be like, present. But if I use the physical address, say for example, that is like, MAC address. Okay. For identifying, sending the data from you to me. Okay. Because they are unique, we can use it, right? So if I am here in India, if I go to US, okay, I have to carry my laptop along with me. Correct, right? I have to carry my laptop or my server and take that data, and I have to host it over there. Okay. I cannot just send the data alone through over the internet, and I cannot put, this is an headache. Correct, right? So you have to carry physically the same mistake, same machine. If you are moving from one location to another, whether from within India or within, different locations. If you want to move your business, you have to carry that machine. Okay. So that is the first problem. Okay. Is that clear? Okay, when you have your PC, okay, would like to communicate with router, for what purpose? For the very first time, to get the IP address, you don't have any recognition for yourself, identity for you. So you will say that, okay, hey boss, please, I have this MAC address for my system, for this system. Okay, please provide me the IP address. Then the system will note down that, okay, if you you know, it will pop up with some kind of password or anything. Then if you enter the correct password, then it will assign you one IP address to your machine. This is called as a router. This is called as a router, and this is called as a, you know, your machine, your PC, okay, or phone, okay. And it will be IP address will be assigned to this particular machine. So, and that is a one thing. And second use is, okay, you know, to move from one location to another location, okay, from here to here, okay, the machines are connected via physical cables, physical cables. And through physical cables, when they connect, each adjacent system should know to next device what they are connected using MAC address. MAC address. Okay. This system should know, like, you know, this I have connected to this MAC, I mean, like physically connected to one more system that is called as MAC 2. Okay. And this system should know connected to that, like MAC 1. I have connected to this system MAC 1. So if it might be confusing for you, but let me show you here. Go to the, okay. So if you see here, okay. Okay. What is this? This is the physical address, correct, right? Okay. Now, if you are having something connected to IP, like, you know, this particular machine that is called as, you know, gateway, that is your router. Okay. So you should know your default gateway MAC address also internally. That doesn't show it here, but internally you'll know it. How you can see it? Wireshark I will be opening. All my communications. Okay. Now you will come to know at a bigger picture, like, you know, physical layer, data link layer, and network layer. You will come to know about it now. Give me a second. Might take some time. Okay. Remind me later. Wireless network connection. I have selected it. We will learn about Mac Wireshark for some time in future, but see this. This frames is the data, that is physical layer. The data is frames. Okay. Here, see, these are all packets. Each and every packet that is going out of the internet is here. Whatever my voice is going. So that is the reason everything is, like, you know, what is from my computer, whatever it is going out is displayed here. And from the outside, whatever it is coming is also displayed here. Okay. Give me a second. Okay. Give me edit columns. Time. Source IP is not there. Okay. Okay, let me show it later. Okay, but these are all, like, you know, communications that are happening as of now in my computer. See, and I come down, see, there is still my voice is going right to you guys, right? That is also data that is going out. That is also, you know, it is moving around as packets. Okay, so it is going through wireless. So what it is, like, you know, a voice that is going out of, you know, my thing is, like, you know, it is in this particular data is sent like this, you know, like some encapsulation, ethernet, some arrive time, something, something it is telling. Okay. Then after that, okay, then after that physical layer thing, okay, then we have something called as where, from which machine it is going. This is going from 18 3D A to F3F, means what it is. This is my system MAC address. See my wireless, I'll go here, wireless physical address, that is, okay, here, this one, ethernet, where is wireless? Yeah, wireless LAN. Okay, what is 18? Correct, right? Here also you see source from which system it is going. 18 3D. Source means my machine. Okay, destination means somewhere it is going. 3D. Okay, A2. Okay, 3F. Correct, right? A0 48, which is here. Same thing here and here. Both are same. So from my machine, it is going to the destination. Destination MAC address. Let me check destination MAC address. Let me share one photo with you guys. Okay, my router MAC address. Let me share with you over the WhatsApp. Okay. Uh, okay, let me share those. Let me take one photo. Where it is. Take this. Let me share. There is something called as MAC address. Okay, and I am sending it across. Okay, and let me copy this first. Okay, share it to. Okay, I'll be sending it across to you guys. Okay. Okay, check that. Like yeah, I hope every one of you have received one message which I've sent. Got it, right? Everyone, just open that.
Yes.
Yeah, just open that image. There is something in the router. There is something called as MAC address. MAC, correct, right? Correct, right? Guys, yes. Okay, what it is written 78, and see the screen here. It is also here destination where it is going to the router. Correct, right? 78. Okay, 17 35 B0 BA 20. Am I correct? The destination is always the router. Okay, next hop. Okay, when the router is sending data to its ISP, right? Okay, then this will become the source. Okay, if you capture the same logs at your router, here in computer I am capturing. If you capture the logs at router, this will become the source. Your ISP MAC address will be there, right? That server MAC address will be here as the destination MAC address. Okay, but one thing remember, simple logic. MAC address means source address will be your own systems. Okay, when it is going out of your computer, destination will be your routers. Got it, right? Okay, but if you capture it at the router, these logs at router only you capture. Somehow you inserted the cable, connected, you are started seeing what your router is sending. That time what you'll observe, this will be here and the ISP router will be there. Okay, but if you are going to install the same software in this server, okay, where it is, the server is in Google. Okay, then you will see if the server is receiving, okay, if the server is receiving from its router, correct, right? From its router only it might have received, router or switch it might have received. That time the source will be the switch and the destination will be the server, because it is meant for it. Okay, when you see, oh, the data is coming in, it is coming from the router and it is coming for me, like that it will be. Okay, just remember, it will be like high level I am giving this much is depth not required. MAC address is physical address. Okay, and it is like the MAC address is the addresses that the devices hold. Those are all like helpful for you to move from one location to another location, but not to reach the destination. To reach the destination, okay, what we need IP addresses. We need IP addresses. Even though my system says, okay, the IP address of my system is 107. Okay, even though my system says my IP address is 192.168.1.107, but to be frank, okay, my IP address to the entire world, what it is known? It is known as 104.70.174.10. Okay, that is no, sorry, this one. This is my IP address. Okay, to where it is there? Where it is there? It is there at the router. It is there at the router. Okay, so let me give you one heads up here. Okay, so the router will possess one address, that is this one. Okay, and if there are two devices, okay, let me show it in a different way here. Okay, you take it. Okay, this is the port where all the incoming, okay, it's better than that is this one. Okay, first let's clear some myths what we have. Okay, write those as a points. Okay, first point, MAC address is permanent. Okay, okay, permanent address. Okay, second, MAC address with MAC address you cannot reach or you cannot communicate directly with the okay other network devices. Okay, third point. Okay, MAC address is useful to reach only next hop, means one jump you can do, and this is important because with if you have to go do 100 jumps, if you have to go 100 feet aside, first one jump you have to make, then after that next jump, then after that next jump. This is important after to reach. Okay, say for example, if I show you from here. Okay, from here to this particular location, this MAC address to be known to this device and this MAC address to be known to this particular device, then only you can jump. Okay, even the IP address is there, that is not useful. For physically to jump you need MAC address, but from here to here if you'd like to jump, okay, or from here to here you'd like to jump, so this MAC address to be known to this machine and this MAC address to be known to this machine, then only you'll send. Like that only it will be moving. But okay, to whether I have to take this path, say for example here only you take, I have to take this path or I have to take this path, which path I have to take, which router I have to connect, to which MAC I have to connect is decided by the router based on the IP address. Okay, to moving around, okay, which way I would like to move, I need the IP address. Okay, which way I have to move, I need IP address. But to reach to that location, I need physical address. Then only I can reach. Okay, so okay, so and also obtaining IP address. Okay, so this is about the MAC related myths which it has to get cleared for you. This is a router and this router has got one MAC address. Okay, this is the MAC address. Okay, and this MAC address is there for that router. Okay, and it requires IP address to communicate. Okay, so I have how many links? Two links. One is from here to my ISP. Okay, and all my systems are all my computers in the what is this at home are connected to one to me and another side. Okay, this point is called as gateway. Okay, no, this internal, default gateway, that is 192.168.1.254. That is how I was able to connect this router. See, 192.168 to my router, whatever I shown you right photo in that particular. Now I am able to internally, locally, we are connected, correct, right? That area, this is the one, that console I'm able to connect. Okay. Same way, if I take whether I'll be able to connect or not, let me check. I don't think we should not be able to connect it. Yeah, where it is. Yeah, take this. I shouldn't be able to connect, I guess, or I'm able to connect. Yeah, it is not connected. Like local interface only will be enabled. Okay. Yeah. So because from my home, from my this IP address is this one. Okay, and this particular point, right? That particular thing is called as 192.168.1.254. Okay, that is this one. This all the systems are connected, right? That is from all the systems are connected to this particular. This will be connected to something like to send the data to the external world. That is this particular IP address 103 or something. Who has provided this IP address to me? My IP ISP, my internet service provider. When it asked, this is provided. Why it is required? That is called as public and private addresses. That concept, when it comes, it will be clear for you. Remember, to the ISP side, whatever the router it is carrying, okay, will be, you'll be known as like this, and to the internally you'll be known as this. Okay, your router will be known as this, and all other your computers will be like, will be having assigned with IP addresses like 192.168.1.10, or this can be 192.168. this is might be your laptop 168.1.50. okay, something which I vaguely I'm just telling you. Okay, 192.168.1.30. okay, now you take that, this is the ISP, like your home router, he might be like connected to various, sorry, give me a okay, give me a second. Or let's take this particular thing and let me cut it, and just now everything will be like it looks logical for you now how they work. Okay, okay, now see, this is the network part. 192.168.1 is called as network part, and 254 is the address of this particular thing. And here also you are under 192.168.1. under that same network you have 10, you have 50, like that addresses are there. Okay, now same way 103.195.203 is the operator which provided for this router. You have so many routers like this, like your home, my home, like that in that area. Okay, this particular router has got assigned with some address, that is here it is, this is right, and this one might be like this router is assigned with 103.195.203.170. okay, this router. Okay, got it right, guys? Are you able to get this right at least? Okay, and the same ISP, you might have used one more IP address, okay, within this range to some other home, different IP address within that range. Okay, this is one more, like this it will be 103.195.203.175 something. Okay, 175. But these are all under one network, because see the network range 103.195.203. Okay, so your boss might be having some IP address something like this. He might be like 103.195.203.254, something like that. Your boss might be like having similar way. Okay, so this is a ISP. This is your ISP. Your ISP is the one who assigns the IP addresses to the routers, and router will assign IP addresses to the device. Here you have multiple devices which each router can assign or connect to multiple devices. See, like this. Okay, sorry. Okay, this within this is like home network. Okay, this is within the home network. This is the home network. Okay, now here one thing you have to tell me now. 192.168.1.254. Now you have to tell me one specific thing. Okay, here also this IP address is 192.168.1.254. Okay, here also 192.168.1.25. Okay, 192.168.1.10. Here also something 192.168.1.25. Okay, here 192.168.1.50. Okay, here it is 192.168.1.20. Okay, now tell me one small thing. What is the observation you made? Huh? What is the observation you made? I'll increase the font. Give me a second. Okay, what is the observation you made? Can someone tell me what is the observation you made by looking at this particular thing?
192.168 was constant.
192.168 dot. Every router has got some private network. Correct, right? Correct, right? And the IP addresses are repeating. Correct, right? Here also
Yes,
30 is there. Here also 50 is there. Here also same IP address 192.168.1.50. By mistake, one I have not kept it here, typo error. And 192.168.1.25. By mistake, I haven't kept it here. Okay. Well, typo error. This same. So here 25 is there. Okay. Here 10 is there. Okay. Here 20 is there. Some IP addresses are repeated. Correct, right? But if you see here, it is not getting repeated. Correct, right? This same thing, nowhere in the world, if you are holding this IP, got it right? Because this IP is assigned by your ISP, where these ISPs have assigned with some, as I said, some ASN numbers. Okay, some address range will be there. Okay, like for everything, Bharti Airtel or Jio, Reliance Jio. If you see this one, okay, some IP addresses ranges are there, like 103.63.128.0 by 22 means I'll tell you later. Okay, by 22 you forget whatever it is there, by 19, by 22, by 15, all these things by you forget. Okay, 103.63.128.0. okay, to 255 means like 255. 103.63.128.0 one first IP address, then 103.163.128.1 another IP address, 103.63.128.2 as another IP address. Those many computers we can accommodate under one ISP server. Got it right? Like that 256 computers, like 103.195.203.12, like here 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 till 169, which is come to my system. Like, this is like, to this guy, this home router, like that till 255 devices I can actually assign IP addresses. Okay. Now remember that these are addresses are called as public addresses. These are called as private IP addresses. What are public, private and all? We'll see it later, which is not required, but you should know from here to reach Google, you all require, IP addresses. Okay. What it require IP addresses. So these are all routers, right? So it is like moving from one router to another router, like that. It will go to the internet, right? To that, it require routing, that is called as, that is called as addresses. Okay. Sorry. Okay. So that is called as IP addresses. Where you are going, that a system's address, and where, from where it is reached to that, like when it goes to the, like Google should know from whom I have received, so that I can give the web page back to them. So your IP address should be there inside as well, and where you are going, that IP address should also be there. That is called as source IP address, and that is called as destination IP address. Okay. Now IP address means, like, network layer, you should think about IP addresses, like data link layer, MAC addresses. Okay. Now here next comes one more. These are all things are there in your laptop only. Okay. Or your PC, whatever, or your phone, everything, these things, these layers are there, but you are not knowing them, like, you are not aware of them till now. Okay. Now your system has got IP address, so that it is called as network is active on your system. Now your system has got, physical address, means it can send the data to its next hop. Okay, using that MAC address. Okay. So then here next layer is called as, okay, transport layer. Okay, this is called as transport layer. Okay, let you know simple way. Okay, now what is this? This is called as what, guys? This is called as what? Anyone know? What is this? This entire thing. What is this, guys? Anyone?
Transport.
No. What is this? This thing?
Web browser.
Yeah, browser is what? Browser is a. Browser is what? Browser is what? Yeah, it is a. It is, yeah. Come on. Shravani is telling, but she is not opening. It is what?
Server.
No. It is trying to communicate with the server. This browser is just application. This Wireshark is an application. This Wireshark is an application. My Zoom is an application. Okay, got it right? My media player is an application. Got it right? Okay. My, Chrome is an application. My remote desktop connection, whatever, this is also an application only. Putty is also an application. Okay, Telegram is an application. Paint is an application. But browser is also an application. But it is doing some connectivity with the internet. Correct, right? Correct, right? Am I correct or not? It is doing internet connectivity. Just remember, in 10 minutes, I'll tell you some important concepts which you have to remember for your lifetime. Okay. So every application, okay, when it starts communicating, okay, when it starts communicating through some port number, okay, my Zoom data, whatever my voice data as of now is, like, whatever it is going out, my voice data, these are all my voice data only. Now it is going out through my, okay, port number 53096. See my voice data through, you know, it is going at this port number. See, 53096. Some fives are there. That is something different. You need not worry. And where it is going, this is the destination port. Means somewhere you're all guys are listening, right? You guys are all listening, correct, right? You guys are listening. Okay.
Yes.
Where you are listening means you are listening at this particular port. Means in your application, okay, in your application, where in Zoom app, when you kept your headphone and connected your headphone jack, and then you are like launched the browser, what is that, this thing, uh, Zoom app, and then they are listening you, because the data from the internet, it reached somehow to that physical machine, that is your physical layer, and then it went to the MAC layer. From then it went to the internet layer. Yeah, this system is actually one which received. Then it will go to the transport layer. Means the other side. When I sent it from this particular port, okay, to the network layer, and from there to the, you know, MAC layer, and from there to the physical layer, and it went, okay, and received at your system, okay, and checked whether, like, you know, this is the correct MAC address where I have received. It will be like later, there is some other video, I'll send it to you guys to revisit it, so that it will be clarified. And then it will check for, you know, whether this is the correct MAC address or not. Yes, this is related to this MAC only. Then it will check, you know, this is IP belongs to me, or whether I'm the right person to receive this data. Yes, you are the right person. Then it will give that, okay, oh, the destination port is, you know, 5880. Means every application, when I say every application, this is applications, okay, this is application 1 in your system, this is application 2 in your system, every application 3 in your system, okay, is telling that, okay, boss, use this pipe to send the data. Use this pipe. What is that pipe? Okay, this is called as, you know, source pipe. Okay, this is like to send the data. Okay, to send the data. Okay, to send the data. And the systems which are sitting other side on, that is like, you know, here the browser, you are sending the data to the Google, correct, right? This is the browser you think, and you entered google.com here, google.com. in this web browser you entered google.com. Now this data will go over the internet, okay, and there also the server is listening at some server software is here, correct, right? Like you have browser, you have server software is here, okay, that server has to respond for your Google request. Now will be listening at one port, that is at one port, this port, okay, at this particular port, that is called as destination pipe. For us it is destination pipe, okay. So usually it will be sent, you know, if I say browsing, it will be some random port it will select, okay. Why it is random port and all, later we will see, okay. But it is like, you know, some 23,335 or, you know, 53,535. But destination port, where it will be like listening, will be constant, because when you are telling that to the other person, okay, you'll be like, you know, you should know the right address, so that only you can go right to this particular system. Boss, you will be writing like, you know, from, if you go to some destination address, if you are writing, you are properly writing, okay, to this particular, IP address, okay, to this particular port number, okay, that is port number is called as pipe, okay, to this, so that I can get exactly to that particular Google server, and from there I can get the response back to and see it on my screen. That is how it is, okay. So at a high level, I would like to say transport layer where we are discussing, we'll go a little, like I'll be sharing some information with you more about this in some time, okay. But as of now, remember that transport layer is nothing but, port numbers, okay, port numbers and type of transport. We'll see it, like, how it is, where it is. Just now, remember, it will be mainly based on the port numbers and type of transport. That is, sometimes you might have heard about TCP or UDP or something like that. If you are not heard, don't worry, I'll explain them. Okay. But now the pipe numbers, pipes you have to remember as a story. Okay. From where it is coming, from which pipe it is coming, and it is going there, and somewhere server it has to go, right? In which pipe you have to connect, because when I am trying to open browser only, just see this, 10 applications are there here, 10 tabs are there. When I enter hi or google.com, okay, how it is coming when I sent from here, this tab, okay, from this particular tab, okay, when I click, okay, it is going to the Google server and bringing this page back to me and landing on the same tab. It is not going here, 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 here. How it is possible? Because of the port numbers. Okay, I have which tab I sent, it has one port number. Okay, so it landed back onto the same port number only. Got it right? Okay, whatever you speak, I'm able to listen because of that particular, once if you speak, right? Okay, I know that, okay, you guys are sending my voice back to me over the same port number. Okay, so I can listen to you guys. Okay, so this is the thing. Okay, so this is called as port numbers. Okay, and that is transport layer. Okay, whether it is like, depending upon the type of applications, we have different protocols we use. We'll discuss about layer. Mainly you think about the pipe is nothing but this thing. Okay, now there is something called as session layer. Session layer. Session layer in our computer. What it is, simple. Okay. Now, you opened some banking application. Okay. You by mistake clicked back button. Okay. You by mistake clicked back button. Okay. What happens? You open browser. Okay. You entered into the banking application that in that particular browser. You by mistake click back button. What happens? Have you heard about it?
Yeah, it's timeout.
Timeout or session expired. Okay.
Yeah.
Re-login or something like that. Correct, right? Means banking applications are very security. The page should be active this many number of times and this conditions. If you click, back button, okay, it is disconnects. Okay, got it right? Means every page will have new valid, okay, valid session related details. Session means how long you can connect with the server is there. If you, every page will have like that in banking application. If you go to the old session, it will say, no, you are not allowed to further proceed. Now you again log in, then only we will let you know. That is called as one session. And one more thing. Okay, say you are having some minutes you have, booked in your call. Okay, you are having, like, I have, commercial license for Zoom. Okay, if I take free license, it is only 40 minutes. Do you know that? Do you know that, guys? It is only 40 minutes. If you have free version of Zoom, it is 40 minutes. What happens as soon as when you make a connection with other person, the timer gets started, the session gets started. Okay, where it all comes to a boils down to certain time that okay, this particular session is valid only for 40 minutes. Okay, so here what you'll be having, okay, you'll be having something called as okay, after 30 minutes automatically the session which gets disconnected. You need not to cut the call, automatically call only gets cut. Okay, so here two things to remember. One is cookies, like as I said, when you are moving from one page to another page, you will be having like, you know, if you are with this particular thing, then only you will be allowed. Okay, something called as cookie. What is cookie? I'll explain it to you later. And the timers. Okay, cookies and timers to be remembered. Cookies and timers to be remembered for which layer? For which layer? Session layer. Correct, right? Okay, and next is presentation layer. Next is presentation layer. Simple. Okay, your browser does not support Chinese language. Okay, some all jumbling words it will be all some special characters kind of thing. If your website or if your browser does not, if your phone email you received where smileys are not supported and he has sent it, it will show some special characters. All that kind of if you sent some, your friend has sent some like tabular format, some data is sent, but your phone does not support that, browser does not support, our application does not support. Okay, that is called as like once if you receive, you will see only the text in aligned in different lines, but you don't see any tables. Okay, so that and all are called as presentation, where encoding, okay, the languages are not supported. Okay, ASCII, Unicode, special characters are Chinese different language characters. Okay, so these are all like presentation languages. Okay, special characters. Okay, and representation, all these things. Okay, graph, yeah, graph or tables or something like that, I'm just giving you. Okay, all this comes under the presentation. You might have seen, okay, some people, if you are like old enough, that earlier MMS used to be sent someone, but you'll receive as an SMS with some special characters on your old Nokia phones. That's also I have observed in in some old apps. Okay, and this is like presentation, how you represents your data, it requires presentation. And there is something called as application. Means your browser is an application, your Zoom is an application, your Chrome is an application, all these things are applications. Okay, that's how far as today. This is called as OSI layer. OSI layer model. Got it right? OSI layer model. Okay, this is like all your Zoom, all these applications, all these things. Okay, for today this much is enough I have given, but we'll be discussing more about these things as time passes. Okay, yeah, that's all for today.